Today we have a Sony CDP ce305. This is a 5-disc CD changer that plays audio discs. This is before MP3 discs were developed. This thing looks like it's seen better days. Some dents in the cover. Don't know if it works or not. It was given to me. It appears that it powers up. It's got a nice vacuum fluorescent display on the front here, and everything looks like it's lighting up. So let's pop the cover off this thing and see if it works. Back in the day, CD changers came in two flavors: cartridge load and tray load. This is a tray or turntable type CD changer where you can put your 5 discs on this rotating tray. Hit the open button. It opens up just like that. Now what we've got in here is we've got our basic, we've got the gears that open and close and turn the disc locations. If I hit my disc exchange button here, it allows me to load 5 discs, and then those discs are rotated into place and played in the optical reader, scanner. Just going to get a couple discs in here. We'll plug this thing in and see if it works. It may be that this thing works and I have to do nothing to it. So I have 5 CDs. We'll load in here one at a time. These are all discs that I used to carry in my car back in the days when I had a CD changer in my car. Of course, those days are long gone. So, looks like this thing might even work. Okay, we'll press the play button. It's reading the disc. Let's play it and see if it works. Looks like this unit is functional, so doesn't even sound like it's got any problems. I don't hear any skipping or anything. So that appears to be working. Let's we'll just try a different track on here, just see if it is working. All the functions are working. Oh, so we get to track 9 and it decides it doesn't want to read. So we actually may have a problem with this unit. This disc has got 13 tracks on it. When I got to track number 9, it does not want to go. So I go back to track 8. So it reads track 7, track 8, go to track 9, track 10. Now we're at track 11 and it's working. I wonder if there's just something on the disc. We'll try the next disc over here. Disc skip, this will move it to the next disc. We'll just take a look at this disc and see if there's any, oh, well that might explain why it's not reading. Look at the bottom of the disc. It's covered in fingerprints and stuff. That might explain why track number 9 would not read on this thing. So we'll just clean the disc off a bit. Yeah, this is the right way to clean the disc. Just smudge all the fingerprints around. We'll try it again and see if this one will read. There we go. Back to the same disc. We'll go back to track number 9. Now it's reading. So it just was just some fingerprints that were on the disc obscuring the laser, causing it to fail to read. So this thing looks like it's working okay. It's humming. You hear it? I wonder if that disc is dirty too, or whether that disc is just no good. It was a really cheap disc. Oh yeah, this disc is dirty. Some of these no-name discs, right? They just haven't held up. I mean, if you look at this thing here, I just pointed it in the light. You can actually see light shining through the disc. You see that? Some of these cheap discs just did not hold up. Not like the old ones, which were, you know, gold or silver. Some of these ones here, the nice dark recording surface. The had a lot of contrast. So you may have a problem with this thing we have to look at. Don't want to have that thing playing because they'll get upset with that. So we'll just stop that music from playing. Well, start out, we'll just clean the lens on this thing and see if that makes a difference. So as you can see, here's the laser assembly here. So we're just going to clean this lens. Get our Q-tip in there and just wipe off any dirt, any dust on the surface of the lens. And now we'll load the discs again and see how they play. I'm just going to keep the camera handheld here so you can see what it does when it plays. And we'll play it, see if it skips. Seems to be having trouble with this disc, doesn't it? It might be just this disc that's at fault too. I should try this disc at another machine, but if we search out, you'll see the laser moving. If you look closely right down here, you'll actually see the laser lens just floating there as it's tracking the disc as it spins. So I'm going to play that same disc on my CDP X555 ES. This is considered to be one of the finest CD players that Sony has ever produced, other than maybe the 777 ES. We'll play that same disc and see if we have the same problem. I would say we have the same problem at the same point in time, 4 seconds in, that we have a disc problem. It's nothing to do with the player. There you go. So we know there's nothing wrong with that player. I don't need to spend any more time looking at it. We have a problem with this disc here, and it could be a scratch, or it just could be the I don't think it's a scratch. It's more than likely the die layer is no good. This was one of these cheap, was a Melody. This is back in the day when all these cheap CDs were hitting the market. And anyway, that's my little cabinet there with my turntable. And these nice lights that you see in here, these are actually lights that I salvaged out of a LED backlit LCD television. Use it to light up my turntable cabinet, and they do a very good job. So I kind of wish there was more to show you on this one, but there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it, so we're just going to put the top back on this thing and take the discs out the easy way. Put the top back on this thing and get it off the bench, and try and find a home for it, because I certainly don't need another CD player.